Hi, I'm Robin Rivnetz. Next, we're going to take a look at how to set up and manage some personal settings inside your Lync account now that you began to use it as a communication tool. So to do so, just make sure you have Lync already loaded. And once you see that Lync is running on your computer, you're simply going to click on the gear icon. It's a little icon up here in the right-hand corner of your screen. So I'm just going to simply click on that icon, and we're going to take a look at some ways that you can personalize Lync to make it work better for you. So when I first click on that, you can see I have many options of things that I can change. I'm simply going to select on the personal settings first. So when I click on personal, there are some different things that it's asked me of how I want this to be configured. The first one, underneath where it says sign-in address, it says to automatically start Lync when I log on to Windows. Now, if you have this selected, like I do here, what this means is every time I log onto my computer, Lync is automatically going to launch and start on my computer. If this is a setting that you don't want on your computer, then simply uncheck that. And really, that's a personal preference. So if it's a tool that you use every day and you want to be constantly running, then you go ahead and leave that checked. Otherwise, uncheck it. The next thing we're going to look at is if you look further down on the personal settings, there's an option to save your IM conversations in your email conversation history folder. And there's also an option to save calls that you receive in your conversation history folder. So what this means is that when you're using Lync and you're communicating, it can automatically save all those conversations in your email. Now this is a user preference. Do you want all your conversations saved so you can go back and refer to them later? Or if you don't want those saved because you don't want them hanging out in your email inbox in a little folder called conversation history, then you can disable those options. Again, that's a personal preference. If you're not sure exactly what to do, I would suggest just contact your CITS and they can give you further information on that. Alright, so now that we've configured a few of the personal settings, let's take a look at some of your audio and your video settings. So again, I'm going to scroll down that list and I see that I have an audio setting and a video device setting. When I click on audio device, I need to essentially make sure that if I'm using a computer in which I want to make an audio call to someone or a video call, I need my microphone and my video device to be configured properly. Now when I look at this, I can see that it's accessing my speaker here, and I actually can click the play button to see if I can hear a sound, to see if my speaker is working properly. And then I have an option for my microphone. Again, if my microphone was working properly right now, I should see blue lighting up right here on this bar, which I don't. So I need to actually change to make sure that I have the right microphone selected. In this case, I'm going to go ahead and choose my internal mic on the computer. And then now you can see as I'm talking, that blue bar is changing. That means that my mic is in good working condition. And then the last option is your ringer here. When I receive a call, if I want to be able to hear my ringer, then I need to actually press that little play button to test my audio to make sure that my ringer works as well. So that's how you would configure your audio device. Now your video device is only going to work if you are using a computer with a webcam or a laptop that has a built-in webcam. Now the computer that I'm using right now doesn't have a built-in webcam, so that's why it says we did not detect a camera. So essentially what you need to do is make sure you're on either a district laptop that has a built-in web camera, or you should be using a desktop that has an external webcam plugged into the computer. And this is where you would make sure that that video device is set for you. You would actually see your video pop up and you would see yourself in that little preview. So just make sure that those are properly set up before you want to begin making an audio call or a video call with someone else. So those are some of the basic settings that you always want to make sure that you have configured in Lync. Each time you use it, your settings will stay per computer. So once you have all your settings set up for your own preference, those will follow you on that computer. You don't have to change it every time. And if you have any other questions with settings, again, just please contact your CITS and they will be able to help you with that. Thanks.